I had grown up with older doctors, and I felt I was young. I kind of knew I was always going to say yes to it, but it was an intimidating thing to be offered, because I was much, much younger than anyone else who'd done it. And I loved the series. I grew up watching the series. So I just needed to adjust to it, I think, the idea of doing it. But it's not a part you can turn down. It really isn't. It's like being made, I said to Peter Capaldi a couple of months ago, it's like, did they make you an offer you couldn't refuse? And it is like that, no matter what your trepidation is. And he had, of course, the same trepidation, but in reverse, because he had been aware that, you know, you had this tradition now of young doctors, and here he was an old doctor. But it is, in the end, an offer you just can't turn down.
When you got the part, how much input did you have into how you were going to play that, or anything like that? Did you have I think at one time you appeared on Pebble Mill, I think, one of your first appearances, and somebody said they mentioned you should play it in a certain way.
Yeah. I think maybe the BBC thought I needed help. Yeah, they arranged this interview thing on Pebble Mill at one, where they got various people in to suggest how I might play it. And one person said, well, I think you should be like Tristan, but brave. And I think that was my blueprint for how I played the Doctor. But you are given no help at all. First of all, I didn't get any input into the costume. Although I was quite happy with the costume, I would have preferred a kind of more off-the-peg look. The other problem is, not only are you given no help, you're really cast as the Doctor, and that is all the assistance you're given. Really, you are cast to make the character out of whatever you do. So it's not the easiest thing to deal with. And of course, also, the first 2 or 3 scripts you're doing were actually written for the previous Doctor. So I guess The Visitation, probably, and Forge Doomsday were actually written for Tom by the writers. And obviously Castrovalva was done very quickly for me, so there's a crossover one. So you're not given any help at all, really. You just have to find your way, tiptoe.